Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Victor Valley Union High School District live stream town hall for April 27th, 2021. We'd like to thank everyone who's joined us so far. We've done 3 of these. We were going to do them bi-weekly, but we had such a great turnout last week. We decided to come in a week early, and I'm going to start by introducing our panel, and I'm going to start off with our superintendent, Dr. Ron Williams. And we also have a member of our executive cabinet here, and that is our Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, Dr. Antoine Hawkins. And we have joining us tonight representing the Victor Valley Teachers Association, we have Otilia Vargas Corona, and she is a longtime teacher in our district, including her time with Victor Valley High School, which is apropos because tonight we are going to talk about Victor Valley High School. And we have with us the principal of Victor Valley High School, and that is Nancy Neuer. Now, those of you who tuned in last week may have noticed that we had said we were going to bring in Hook Junior High School as well. Unfortunately, we didn't know at the time that their principal, Mr. Cerna, was going to be on a plane going to a conference right now. So it was not possible for him to join us tonight. So I will go ahead and hand it over to Dr. Williams for some opening remarks.
Oh, thank you so very much. You know, this is becoming a weekly ritual for us, kind of having our own, television studio and being able to broadcast out to our community. And with only about 4 weeks of school remaining this year, we thought, we could do this every week, at least through the remainder of this year. And so we really appreciate all of those that have been attending our previous weekly meetings. And if this is your first time, we really appreciate you being here this evening. Like Mr. Riley stated, originally we were going to have Hook Junior High School and Victor High School, but guess what? This evening is all Victor Valley High School. And so we look forward to you addressing any questions that you may have. And if we don't answer your question while we're broadcasting, just send us your questions and we'll be more than happy to address you. Thank you so very much.
Okay, and we are going to hand it over to, look, here's Tanya Martin.
Okay.
Tanya Martin, she is the president of the local chapter of the Classified School Employees Association. And you're just in time, Tanya, because I was going to hand it over to our employee associations to say a few words if you would like. So if you'd like to just say a few words, go right ahead.
Hello, everyone. I'm here as a panelist for the 3rd time. I am happy to be here, and I'm here to answer any questions and anything needed for you. We're happy to be back, and we're enjoying working with the kids.
Okay, thank you so much. And Otilia Vargas Corona, would you like to say anything?
Certainly. Good evening. My name is Otilia Vargas Corona, and I've been a teacher at Victor Valley High for over 30 years. And on behalf of Victor Valley Teachers Association, as your teachers and your counselors, welcome everyone.
Okay, thank you so much. And Dr. Hawkins, I don't know if you'd like to just say a quick word about anything.
Good afternoon to each and every one of you. First of all, I hope that you're all remaining safe during this COVID-19 pandemic. As Mr. Riley indicated, I'm Dr. Antoine Hawkins, Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, and I'm here to help in any way that I can by answering any questions that you may have.
Great. And I do want to recognize our board member, Caleb Castaneda. He is joining us tonight. And then I also happen to know, because he talked to me a few moments ago, that another one of our board members, Mr. Jose Barrios, is also watching tonight. So thank you to those two and any of our other governing board members who may be watching us tonight, and feel free to chime in on the comments. So of course we are here to answer your questions. I've already gotten a few via email, and we're going to get to Ms. Neuer in a moment. And before we do that, I am going to play a little video about Victor Valley High School. So let's take a look at that. Welcome to Victor Valley High School, home of the Jackrabbits. Our school serves grades 9 through 12. It was the first high school in the Victor Valley and dates back to 1915. But the current campus location in Victorville has been upgraded with beautiful, state-of-the-art facilities. No matter what your interests are, Victor Valley has something for you. If sports is your thing, you'll find some of the best athletic facilities in the high desert, including an upgraded football field and track. We offer sports for every season, and our teams are successful year after year. And we offer much more than sports. From drama to medical, automotive technology to graphic design to construction, VVHS can put you on a path to an exciting career. And Victor Valley is a highly awarded, fully accredited academic institution that will prepare you for your college of choice. Victor grads have won prestigious scholarships and have attended Ivy League universities.
Every child is encouraged to take their A through G courses so that they have a choice when they finish high school to go on to a four-year university. But they also have many opportunities in career pathways so that if college isn't something that they're interested in right out of high school, they have those career options that we prepare them for as well.
Over a century of pride and tradition are important to us at Victor, and the new campus with exciting programs will ensure that we will continue to be a local leader for another century. Are you ready to see what VVHS can offer you? Visit our website to learn more today. All right, and so let's talk to the star, one of the stars of that video we just watched, and that is our principal of Victor Valley High School, Ms. Nancy Neuer. Take it away.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be here tonight and share some of the amazing things that are happening at Victor Valley High School. And one of the features in that video was about our awards that we have. And just this week, we found out that we're earned a gold medal again with U.S. News World and Report. We are the #3 school in our district and just behind University Prep and Sims. So we're excited again to hold our place there, third behind them, and earn a gold with U.S. News World and Report. We have a lot of things going on at Victor Valley High School. Most exciting right now is that these past 2 weeks we've had kids on campus, and we are just elated to see them. We had probably 800 of our jackrabbits show up this week. Of course, 400 are attending on Mondays and Tuesdays, and 400 on Thursdays and Fridays, with our seniors getting to attend 4 days a week. So we are just elated to see their beautiful faces. Today we had a super fun day from 1 to 3. We had our ninth graders, current ninth graders, and our incoming ninth graders come join us for Talk About freshman activity, where we gave them a nice little Choco Taco ice cream treat and shared with them all of the clubs and sports and other activities that are available for them at Victor Valley High School. So we had a great day. It's great to have everybody back on campus. And I encourage you, if you've never been at Victor Valley High School, to come on over and take a tour of the campus. We are proud to be the oldest high school in the high desert. And with that comes a lot of pride, tradition, and of course, we feel that we are our legacy stands true, that we are, in fact, one of the best schools in the high desert.
Thank you so much. And thank you for mentioning the U.S. News and World Report. And another piece of good news from the week is we want to congratulate Lakeith Stanfield, who is an alumnus of actually both Victor and Silverado. So Ms. Neuer figured this out for me earlier today. Apparently he went to Silverado 9th and 12th grades, and then Victor, or no, the other way around. He went to Victor 9th and 12th, and he went to Silverado 10th and 11th. He was nominated for an Oscar for Best Performance by an Actor in a Supporting Role for the movie Judas and the Black Messiah, which I have not seen yet, but I've heard it's very good. And I've seen some of his other work. You probably saw the movie, what was the one? Get Out, and many other things. He was on the show Atlanta. He's becoming a very accomplished actor, and as you can see, a very snappy dresser. So congratulations to him. And now I'm going to hand it back over to Dr. Williams before we move on to your questions.
Okay, I know that for the public, you're seeing us here, but there's a lot of people that's making this happen. And I know you, Mr. Riley here, but we also have Mr. Richard Gonzalez, who's also working behind stage in this project as well. It takes a village to make this happen, and we're so proud of the product that we're able to produce. So, Mr. Riley, would you like to read any of the questions that you've already received, or?
Sure, I can start with some email questions, and then we can move on to some things that are coming in the live chat, because we did get a few email questions before we even began the live stream tonight. So let me go over here and let's look at a few of these. Okay, for those students that were on campus prior to the 2-day-a-week return for internet issues and whatnot, will those students still be attending these pods on the 3 days they aren't in actual session?
And the answer is yes, absolutely. So we have learning pods here at school on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And those kids work in the same classroom throughout the day. However, they can also attend the other 2 days. So if they're here at school on Thursday, Friday for rotating classes, they can still be in the learning pod on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Great, thank you. Easy one. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dr. Williams.
No, I was going to sit down and say, I see a question that says, when will students go back in August, and how will it be? Our plan at this particular time is to, students will be returning in person full-time in August, assuming that our positivity rate and our infection rate remains where it is, or not even goes down lower. At this particular time, it should, the governor has set June the 15th as a full in-person time in all activities that we have in the state of California. And assuming that the positivity rate and infection rate does not fluctuate significantly, we will be following those guidelines.
Okay, great. I do have a couple more email questions.
Sure.
This is from Keith Hill Burnham. Hi, if you are scheduled for in-person on Monday and Tuesday, are you allowed to go back to school on Thursday and Friday? If you were doing the small cohort at the high school, is that still going with the in-person instruction starting back up?
Yeah, so that again is still talking about the cohorts. If your child is in a small learning cohort, they can come to school the other 2 days. Yes, the seniors are allowed to come Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're going to evaluate our numbers this Friday to determine if another class can come 4 days a week. But a lot of it has to do with our capacity and our numbers. We had a great turnout of students coming back on campus, so we have to ensure that none of their teachers' classrooms would be overloaded if we had them here 4 days a week. But yes, if they're in a learning pod, they can continue coming for the learning pod as well.
Okay, I have just one more. And this person says their name is Jerickson Soleil Lopez. And the question is, I submit a request for him to return to school. How can I find out that information if he is returning and when? Well, I think the first thing I should say is that if you responded to the survey that yes, you want to go to school, then you can come back to school. But there's, of course, certain days that kids will attend, and maybe someone wants to shed some more light on that.
So at our school, if their last name is A through L, they will come on Monday and Tuesday. And if their last name is M through Z, starts with M through Z, they would come on Thursday and Friday. But it'd be best if your child just emails Miss Neuer at NNeuer or Nancy Neuer. They can just search Nancy Neuer when they send emails and it will come up, and they can just email me so that I can give them additional information, send the bus route, things like that, and then add them to the list so that I know they'll be here on campus. But the last names are A through L for Monday, Tuesday, M through Z for Thursday and Friday.
And I should note that these schedules do vary from campus to campus.
Yes, that's for Victor Valley High School.
Right. And so I am not, this person did not say for sure what school. I hope it's Victor, but if it's not, you may be on a totally different schedule, but contact your principal, whoever that is, and they can shed some more light on that. So as far as the pre-email questions, that is the last of them. So
Okay.
Richard?
Okay. There won't be any online school in August. You know, we know that for some students and for some parents, this online is working for them. And yes, we will have our virtual program as well, because for those students that and parents that may not want to return, we will have online classes in August as well.
Dr. Williams, can you elaborate on that a little bit? As far as I know we have the Victor Valley Virtual Academy. Is that what you're referring to? Or
yes, we will have that. So if a student is want to continue the online experience, they can go through our Victor Valley Virtual Academy.
Okay. And so they're going to have to register there.
Yes,
and you know, they really are doing some great things there in the virtual realm. Now, obviously, they can't offer all of these things we have at a school like Victor Valley High with all the CTE and all those types of things. But as far as what they can offer in the online realm, it's pretty good. So
yes. And I see another one. Will you have a requirement that kids get tested for COVID before the full return in August? You know, at this particular time, it's 16 or above. And if the CDC, as well as the California Public Health and San Bernardino County authorize COVID testing for age 12, maybe age 12 to age 16, we will consider that at this particular time. But with the guidelines that we have at this particular point in time, it's 16 or above. And what we're looking at doing at this particular time, and it hasn't been confirmed, but we are looking at having a mobile unit to come to each one of our high school sites to be able to offer the vaccines to those students and parents that would be involved. Obviously, the parents would have to be there if they're younger than 18, of course, but we want to try to expand that vaccine for some of the 16 and 17-year-olds. And so there's a potential of that next week. So please check your site websites as well as our district websites for the either AM or PM mobile unit possibly being at the sites. But we cannot confirm that at this particular time. But for those of you that's attending this this evening, we want to share that information with you. Good day. Can ninth graders enroll in Victor High School this week, and what is the process, Mrs. Doria?
So there's sort of two parts to that question. One is if you're enrolling to our district, then you would go to central enrollment at our district office. If you are already enrolled in our district and want to sign up for classes and meet with a counselor, you would do that through our school. Chris, are you able to add my email address to somehow to the chat for them?
I will. And another thing I wanted to mention when we're talking about enrollment is, you know, one of the things you can start doing is go to our website rather than having to actually go to our central enrollment center, which is located here. And this is on our office on Mojave Drive, which is right next door to Victor Valley High School. And you can go to the Central Enrollment Center building there. But one of the things you can also do is you can go to our website, our district website, and let me go ahead and share this here. Okay. And so here's our website with our fancy aerial shots of the district and online registration and transcripts. So you're going to click there, and that's going to bring you to our Central Enrollment Center, and that's going to give you a whole bunch of information. You can start the enrollment process there as well. There are some things that you have to bring in physically, I believe, still, but you can at least get the ball rolling and get quite a bit of it done online. So I just wanted to share that part of it. And then there was a follow-up to the question that you answered, Dr. Williams. Danielle, she said she wanted to know, were you talking about the COVID test or the vaccine?
Well, I was talking about the vaccines. When it comes down to COVID testing at this particular time, you hear about air travel having a requirement for COVID testing. We have not had guidelines to make it a requirement, but there's a strong possibility because there's other type testing that all students have to take. And but I can speak at this particular point in time, but we will follow public health guidelines.
Okay.
I saw a question. Okay, will there be extra precautions before going to class, like temperature checks, decontamination system, hand sanitizers? Dr. Hawkins, would you like to respond?
Sure, Dr. Williams. Can you put the question back up, Chris? Because I want to capture it all in the response. When it comes to the pre-temperature checks, yes, we are checking students and staff as they come on the campuses. Decontamination systems, we do have bipolar ionization units that we got board approval to go ahead and to purchase, which helps to filter our air to ensure that it's a clean environment for our students, along with pollens and so forth. We also moved in a measurable way to purchase hand sanitizers. They are available to the students upon entering into the classroom. And we also have hand wipes and so forth. So when it comes to those types of precautions, we have those in place.
Okay, thank you so very much. Next question, Mr. Gonzalez. The kids in Melva, the kids is in Melva enrolled in the district, but needs to get accepted in high school first. Yes, if a student is coming from within one of our feeder schools, they need to make sure that they're enrolled in the district first. And
yes,
Howard,
if she has questions on enrollment at Victor Valley High School, she can email me. Someone put it in the chat, nnoyer@vvuhsd.org. So if you have any questions about anything tonight about Victor Valley High School, just reach out to me and I will be happy to help you.
Yeah, and you can see that email address scrolling along the bottom of your screen there, nnoyer@vvuhsd.org, and that is specifically if you have questions about Victor Valley High School. Dr. Williams, we have another.
Okay, how are students selecting their classes for next year? Traditional way, and Mrs. Noya can probably share for Victor High School, and it will be the same for all of other schools. Go ahead, Mrs. Noya.
Yes, all of us have had our counselors working and meeting with the middle schools to enroll the kids, or our current students meeting with them. Of course, some of the kids were absent or didn't show up to choose their classes, so we had a makeup day, and still we have a few that have not registered for their classes. We recently emailed out to all, or mailed out in the mail, a list of what classes the kids signed up for, and if they had concerns or wanted to make a change, they have a form to send to their counselor. Again, though, if you need help with that, all you need to do is email me and I will hook you up, have your child meet up with their counselor with you as the parent and be able to choose their classes for next year. We want to make it as easy as possible for you.
Okay, we have another one coming in, Dr. Williams.
Yes, will next year be a full day or half day like we're doing? Our intent at this particular time is for next year to be full day instructions.
Yay! Yay!
That's great news.
That is great news.
And we just have some positive, not questions, but comments. Putting rumors and miscommunication aside, I want to thank all upper management, teachers, maintenance and operations, food service, security, and custodial staff for preparing all students coming back. Well, thank you, Ramon, and thank you, everyone, for your support.
You know, Chris, it takes a village to do things for kids at a school, right? Sometimes I think, you know, people miss the people behind the scenes, like Dr. Williams was talking about, Richard being behind the scenes, and there's so much office staff and our instructional assistants. A lot of times people, you know, we think of schools, we think of students, we think of teachers, and we think of the principal. And sometimes we forget all of those other people that make the whole school really function. And we have hundreds of phone calls that go out daily, checking in with our kids and our parents and reaching out. And that comes from our office staff. But our security is out making sure everybody's taken care, doing temperature checks every morning, greeting students. And so it takes the whole group of us to make you know, to work and create a great environment for the kids. I will tell you, the smiles on the kids' faces these weeks, and I couldn't see their smiles because of their mask, but their eyes were smiling, each and every one of them, when they came through the gates. And just the opportunity to be back to school and socialize and connect with each other in class. And the teachers, it's a different world for the teachers when they have live bodies in the classroom. They're not talking to a screen of alphabet letters, and just having kids in class, you can just see the difference in the excitement the teachers have when they're interacting with the kids as well. It's just so heartwarming.
Thank you, Ms. Neuer, and thank you to Cindy Dupire. I'm not sure how.
Cindy is a former jackrabbit. She worked at our school in our attendance office. Hi, Cindy. It's good to see you via whatever format this is. But Cindy is a longtime Victor Valley Union High School staff member. She worked at Silverado with me for years and years in the counseling and over here at Victor. So it's good to see you, Cindy.
All right. Thank you.
Will there be an area where they can remove their mask for a bit? My daughter tends to get dizzy after wearing one for a long time. You know, we will try to do everything that we can accommodate our students. And if, you know, especially if she's getting dizzy, but take her to the doctor, etc. But we want to be very, very cautious, make sure that all of our students have face covering, and we maintain social distancing, not only at this particular time, but next year when we return as well.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Williams. And, you know, if anyone wants to jump in there with one more question, you can. And we do have 3 more minutes. If not.
If we have 3 minutes, Chris, I want to make a huge shout out.
Okay.
So it is the time of year when kids are getting acceptance letters and making their decisions for college. Our kids have knocked it out of the park this year. We have a great number of kids getting accepted to the top. There went my lights. The top UC schools, UC Berkeley, UCLA, UC Irvine, all of the top schools. But it's really exciting because we have actually had, we're calling it like our little trifecta or something here. 2 years ago, we had a student accepted to Stanford. Last year, we had a student, Samantha Wilhoit. I should say their names. May A, who's at Stanford currently. Samantha Wilhoit accepted to Harvard. She is a freshman this year. And Kyle Hovanesian, that many of our board members know because he used to present at the board meetings. He was accepted to Yale. So I don't know if you could ask for much more that back to back to back, our kids are accepted into the top 1, 3, and 5 schools in the nation. So we are extremely excited about that. And I will tell you that coming to a comprehensive high school offers so many amazing things to students. They have our career tech program is arguably the best in the high desert for students who don't want to move on to college. We have programs where kids can get jobs out of high school in doctors' offices and doing phlebotomy and the Carpenters Union. So like I said, if you want to see all that Victor Valley has to offer, just come on by. We'll give you a tour. Or if you have questions, just reach out and email me. I am a proud jackrabbit, not just principal, but student myself. Like Otilia, we've been around for a long time, and we are really proud of our school.
And will we have the 2021-2022 school calendar? I believe that's on our, because we normally go out 3 years ahead. If you check our district website, they should be there.
Yeah, I'm actually looking right now. Yeah, it is there. So if you go to that same homepage that I showed you folks a while ago, up at the top, there's a tab that says calendar, and you'll have a bunch of different school calendars for different years there. Dr.
And I see a question, will we adjust to the new CDC guidelines regarding open air and masks? Yes, we will. Will there be any summer school classes available to help students who didn't do well doing the online format? Yes, we will. Our summer school program should be coming out probably sometime this week, and it will run for during the month of June. And it may be 6 hours per day, it may be 3 hours per day, but we will have a summer school program for lost learning that occurred during the academic year.
Okay, I guess we can answer just one more.
Chris, let's skip a question from Danielle Monique Whitman there in the chat.
Yeah,
I think
it's Lakeview, and so I'll just say really quickly that you need to contact your principal at Lakeview about that.
Well, the question is just about special education.
Yeah. And it says, my youngest son attends Lakeview and needs a one-on-one aid. How does this work? How this work, and that it requires in his IEP. Yes, our special ed department, we'd be more than happy to work with you in regards to that. And I don't know if you've contacted our special ed department, please do so. And I know that his special ed teacher and contact the principal as well. Nancy, would you like to add anything to that?
Just that if they move from school to school, like if they went from Hook to Silverado or Lakeview to Victor, that school would also make sure that they have a one-on-one as well. Whatever is in their IEP will be taken care of.
Okay.
Okay, we are going to just answer one more. Dr. Williams, take it away.
Yes, besides students coming back in August, are all cafeterias running in normal or full capacity? Dr. Hawkins?
Yes, thank you, Dr. Williams. They are running in full capacity. They will be running normally. We are also providing meals. We are a CEP district, which means that we're community feed. So we have the capacity to provide meals to students now, and also we'll have the capacity to provide meals to our students in the fall. And one thing I did want to say, I had noticed the special education extension is 10227, 10227 for that parent who had the IEP question as well.
Okay.
We got one last question, and it's going to go to Victor High School.
And it's important. The answer is yes, you can take a tour of Victor Valley High School any day of the week between 7 and 3 p.m. If you just come into the front office, someone will be there to take you on a tour of the campus. We will also have another orientation for the kids later at the end of August, or at the end of July. I forgot what month we're starting, August. At the end of July, we will have an orientation for all of our current 9th graders and our 8th graders who are coming into the school, because our 9th graders all haven't been on our campus yet. So the kids who are in 9th grade right now and the kids who are in 8th grade, we will have an orientation to give them another tour at the end of July. But also anytime a parent or a student wants to come in for a tour, we are here to give you a tour.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Ms. Neuer. Thank you, Ms. Martin, Ms. Vargas Corona, Dr. Hawkins, and of course, the man of the hour, Dr. Ron Williams. And I don't know if you'd like to say a few closing remarks.
Oh, sure. I want to thank all of you for attending this evening. We have an outstanding board. Mrs. Barbara Dew, Mr. Garcia, Mr. Castaneda, Mr. Barrios, and Mrs. Edmiston. outstanding cabinet that we have that works and puts in many hours of making. We have outstanding principals. We have outstanding support staff. And most important, we've got some outstanding students and parents as well. And we will be coming back again next week with the latest update. And the reason why we're trying to do these on a weekly basis is because changes occur just as rapidly. And we want to keep you informed of the latest information that we possibly can. Please check your emails. Please check our website. We will be getting information out to you as rapidly as we possibly can. I know this has been a very trying time, but we're trying to do the very best that we possibly can for the Victor Valley Union High School District. Thank you very much for attending, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Have a nice evening. Be safe, everyone.